Hi, and welcome to Healy Fit with your instructor, Jen. For more, don't forget to subscribe, click like, or select notifications. Today, I have a Yogalates practice for you that is going to focus on working your entire body using only your body weight. We'll start from kneeling, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring the arms right down beside you. Good, let's do that again. Big reach all the way up. Lift and extend from fingertips all the way down to your knees. Good, inhale, extend. Big deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Good, inhale, lift up all the way. This time, let's just go ahead one side at a time. Lift and reach up and over, and then bring it back down. Let's go in the other direction. Lift and reach up and over, and then bring it back to neutral. Good, feel the stretch all the way from your shoulder down to your hip. We want to lengthen out along the oblique line. Good, so into those outer abdominals, feel the stretch. Lengthening maybe a little bit further each time you reach from side to side. Next, we'll reach around to the front. Scoop your belly in as you curve across the shoulders and then open across the chest. Good, almost like a kneeling cat to cow. Now, if any of these exercises are bothersome for your knees, you could always do all of these from standing. So option for you if needed. Awesome, let it go. Let's come all the way down into a child's pose. Extend the arms to the front edge of the mat as you settle your hips back toward your heels. One more deep breath here. You're always welcome to rock side to side as you loosen up along the back. And now let's come up into all fours. Good, slowly curve up. Exhale down to your mat. Now push back up and then sit back in. So you're going to go into a kneeling chaturanga, but you're going to kind of wave yourself forward, come down, push back up, and then sit back. This is a fantastic exercise for the chest and triceps, really working into the backs of the arms, also adding a little bit of mobility into the wrists. God, pushing back up, sitting back towards the heels. Once again, resting for a moment in our child's pose position. Let's bring the arms around the back. From kneeling, rise up, roll the shoulders back, open across the chest, light backward lean, lifting the chin to the sky, elongate from the neck to the chest. Awesome, release. Let's go into some shoulder rolls, up, down, and back. Good, your warm-up, a perfect opportunity to really check in with your body, see where you are, and maybe where you want to take it along your practice today. Moving into all fours, we're going to arc up into our cat and release down into cow, but I want you to arc up into your cat with fingertips. So pushing into the pads of the fingers, lengthening along the wrist, and then collapsing into the wrist, pushing all the way out to your knuckles and fingertips as you release into cow pose. Awesome, holding it here. Let's rock forward and back with a light inward turn of the fingers. Good, so here's a great opportunity for you to check in with your wrists and your forearms. After this one, let's go ahead, bring the fingertips to turn them outward a bit. Thumbs facing forward, pinkies facing towards the back, rock forward and back again. Just notice a little bit of change in the dimension, in the range of motion as you shift forward and back. Good, just going to a point where you feel that release, but you don't feel pain or strain. Lastly, we're just going to turn the fingertips towards the knees and just hold it there, lengthening from the wrist into the forearms. Fantastic, bringing it back in through center, pads of the fingertips back down to the floor. Good spread from pinky to thumb. Let's lift our right heel up towards the sky and then bring the knee back down to the mat. Good, working into hamstrings and glutes. We have that knee bend to work into the back of the thigh. And then we're pressing the heel up towards the ceiling to get into the glute and low back. Let's hold this next one and circle the knee around, checking in with your hip. Now try to hold the rest of your body nice and steady. Let's bring those knee circles the other direction, sweep in, up, and around. Let's do 2 more like that. And then we're going to start to extend the leg. So hold the heel up, hold the knee up to about the hip line, extend the leg out, and then fold the heel back in. Go ahead, lengthen, and then fold. Extend from toes to hips, and then curl back in using the back of the thigh. Let's hold the leg out on this next one and circle through the hip again, sweeping the leg down and up. Good, light outward turn of the toes. And then we're going to add in that circle of the hip. So just trying into a light sweep of the leg, up, down, and around, like you're tracing the toes to make a circle on the back wall. Good, let's take those circles around the other way. 3, 2, 1. Now hold the leg out to the side a little bit, tap up and down. Good, feeling this one outer thigh into the glute, maybe up into that lower back region. Let's hold the leg down, come up into kneeling. Bring the fingertips up to the temples, and we're going to twist towards your extended leg. Good, bring it back in towards center. Exhale, twist your extended leg. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Fantastic. Continue to twist all the way towards the side. And now sweep center into an oblique crunch. You're going to thread your rib cage down towards your hip and then come back in through center. Awesome. Let's hold the stretch. Right hand down to right thigh or calf. Left hand up and over, reaching to the right side so you feel the stretch along the outer edge of the obliques. Coming back in through center, let's tuck our hand in towards our head, and we're going to do a rotation into the back. Good. So elbow up to the sky, and then elbow down to the wrist. Elbow up to the sky, and then down to the wrist. Let's do another one here. Good. Now we're going to lift up and extend all the way through, thread the needle, and stretch into shoulder, inner thigh, and back. Extending the right hand forward, left hand is reaching all the way towards the left toes. And then you're breathing along the outer edge of the back into the left shoulder. Fantastic. Coming back in through center, let's tuck both knees in here. Hands spread out nice and wide. Let's lift that left heel up towards the sky and then bring the left knee back down to the mat. Good. So pressing, kicking upward, and then bending back down to your mat. Good. As you drive the heel up, I want you to feel lower glute into the back of the thigh, into your hamstrings. And now let's go ahead into those hip circles. Good, so you're still lifting and elevating the leg, and now circling into the hip. Good, other direction, bring it up, down, and around. Good, holding it here into your leg extension and leg fold. Good, kick, and then curl, extend, and fold. Awesome. Holding the leg out, tap up and down a few times into your single leg kick. Go ahead, tap down, lift up, squeezing into the backside as you do. Now let's add in those circles. Good, so a little bit more range of motion, or maybe you're feeling a little bit less now that the leg is extended. Let's bring those circles the other way. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to hold the leg out to the side, little tap up and down. Go ahead, release the foot all the way down, come back into kneeling, and let's twist towards your extended leg. Good. Now, every time you twist, I want you to exhale, navel towards spine, pulling your abdominals in using your transverse abdominis. Awesome. After this one, let's lean over towards that extended leg, elbow down towards hip, and then bring it back into center. Go ahead, thread your rib cage down towards your hip, and then bring it back up and into center. Let's do one more, and then we're going to hold into our stretch. So left hand down to the thigh or calf, right hand up and over to your left side. Awesome. Inhale through center, coming back down to, let's call it 3.5. Fingertips to temples, open the elbow up to the sky, exhale, elbow down towards wrist. So we're bringing the right elbow up and then twisting it down to the left wrist. Good, so we're getting nice rotation into the back. And then one more before we stretch into the shoulder. Go ahead, open, 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 and then reach through all the way to the left side of your mat. Go ahead, so the left hand can reach up and over to the front edge of the mat, or it can even curve around the back if that feels good for you to go into a half bind. Good, one more breath, and then bring the hand back in, push back in through center, walk the hands one step forward from kneeling. Exhale down all the way to your mat. Inhale, lift into up dog. Exhale down to your mat. Let's do that a few more times. Push, press, lift into up dog. Exhale down to your mat. Now maybe you only lift up into cobra. This is all you, right? So go ahead into whatever is feeling good for your body and it's getting you moving and feeling good. Awesome. Let's bring the hands to the front, make a fist with each hand, press the elbows and forearms down into the floor, lift the right heel, and then extend the right leg out. So you want to feel your knee and your thigh elevated from the floor, and we're doing that hamstring curl again from our cobra or our sphinx position. Awesome. Let's do the left side, curl in and extend 3 more times. Fold the heel to the hip and then extend long from toes to hip. Awesome. One more on this side. Release. And now let's do both. Good. Both knees, both thighs elevated from the mat. We're just curling in 2 more times. Fold heels to hips. Extend the legs nice and long. 1 more time. Let it go. Bring it all the way down. Go ahead, all the way down with the upper body as well. Shake the hips out side to side. And then speaking of the upper body, let's add that in. Feet about mat distance apart, lift up, and then release back down. Good, hands under chin, lift up, and then release back down. Belly brace, tummy tight, lift, and release. All right, so the toes stay down. Lift the upper body, pull the arms back. And now lift the legs and then lower them down. Lower the upper body down as well. Lift the upper body, lift the legs, lower the legs, lower the upper body. There we go. Working into the back body, the posterior chain from the hamstrings, glutes into the upper back. Awesome. Let's do one more. Fold heels towards hips, reach hands towards heels. If you can make that bow position, go ahead into it, pushing the tops of the feet into the hands, stretching along the quadriceps, hips, and abdomen. Awesome. Release all the way back down. Hands under your elbows, push, press, take a seat, hips to heels into your child's pose. So awesome. Here we are in our home stretch, hands under shoulders. Go ahead, lift leg back, elevate, and then tuck inwards. We're going into our kneeling crunch. Leg extends. Exhale, fold your nose toward your knee and your knee towards your nose. Lengthen, and then curl back in. So just the leg this time. And then next one, we will add the opposite arm. Good, so right leg, left arm, extend all the way out into bird dog. Hold that bird dog for a moment. Feel length from fingertips to toes, and then exhale in, curling elbow and knee in together. Awesome, reach and extend. Exhale, fold. Lengthen from hands to toes, and then bring it all the way back in. Let's do another one. Good, now from that bird dog position, sweep the arm out to the side and sweep the leg out to the side. Good, so opening the door. Squeeze back into center line. Good, push the leg forward, push the arm back, and then bring it back into the center line. 2 more like that. Awesome, back into center, curl heel towards hip. If you can make the connection, lift up. Good, and hold that opposing stretch into the shoulder, into the thigh, your kneeling dancer pose. Fantastic, release into pigeon. Good, let's feel the stretch into the outer thigh and glute as we hinge forward, resting on your hands, your forearms, or maybe even leaning the chest all the way down and bringing your forehead to the mat. Fantastic. Coming into a plank position, we're going to do a slow mountain climber. Tuck one knee in and then the other knee in. Good, alternating side to side. Good, hold your core strength, keep your chest square to the mat. Let's bring both knees down. Awesome, extend the left leg back this time. Lift it up, exhale, curve the nose and knee in together into your kneeling crunch. Good, just the leg this time. Exhale, fold nose and knee in together. Inhale, extend from crown to toes. Good, fold inward and lift. Awesome, last one here, and then let's add the arm in. Good, so hold your bird dog for a moment. Right arm, left leg. Take one more deep breath in, extend, and then fold inward, elbow to knee. Reach and lengthen, fingertips to toes. Exhale, crunch inward, folding your rib cage all the way down to your hips, flexing along the front of the body. Awesome. Let's do that open and shut, sweeping the arm back as you sweep the leg forward. God, really challenging your coordination and balance. Even though we're close to the mat, we feel our body trying to hold that center line. Awesome. Let's do one more out to the side, out to the front, and then fold heel towards hip into kneeling dancer. Good, from kneeling dancer, come into pigeon. Sweep the leg in between the wrists. Walk the hands as far forward as you feel comfortable going, either resting on your hands, your forearms, or bringing your chest all the way down to the mat. Awesome. Let's take another deep breath here and come back into our plank. Hands under your shoulders, feet back together. We're going to walk the knees in together. So walk, both knees in, and then walk, both feet back. Good. Alternating side to side. Good. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Awesome. Bring it in, and then step it back. Bring it in. And step it back. Now, all the while, again, trying to keep the chest square to the mat, upper body staying as strong and stable as it can, and we're just moving the feet forward and back. Awesome. Exhale down to the floor. Inhale, lift into cobra or up dog. Exhale, take a seat into child's pose. Y'all, we made it. Such a fantastic workout with you all today. I appreciate you joining me. Let's do a few more stretches, and we'll be on our way. Feeling stronger, longer, and leaner. Come into kneeling or whatever seated position works best for you. We're just going to reach those arms all the way up, lengthen from your hands to your hips. Exhale the arms down halfway, and you better bring it in for a big hug after all that. Again, thank you for joining me. Hope you take care, be well, and we'll see you next time. For more, please like and subscribe to let me know you want more videos like this one. I appreciate you watching. You can also follow me on social at HealyFit. Until next time, be well.